Welcome to episode 3 of our Stat Podcast. I'm Ariane, and joining me today are Georgia, Xavier, and Marissa. On this episode of The Gist, we will reflect on the season of Advent as a time of waiting and hoping. A special guest, Mr. Ghignone, will be chatting to us about the Christmas Purse Appeal, which our school participates in annually. We will share our takeaways from this year of resilience, as we know it, 2021. And finally, as a community and in this season of Advent, we have asked both students and staff from the college to share their hopes for the new year.
It's been a wild year, has it?
Sure has been.
But we have learned a lot about getting through tough times.
Yep, and working through things together.
What did you guys think about remote learning?
It was okay. I found we used a lot of technology and my eyes needed a rest.
I agree, Georgia, but I loved being able to have breaks when I wanted to.
I thought it was good because teachers got a break from all the questions students would ask, and I loved finishing early and enjoying the rest of the day.
I loved the flexibility to choose what subjects I did and when. So it sounds like remote learning was not so bad after all.
Our REC, Mr. Ghignone, has organised for our college to once again be part of an important charity organisation called Operation Christmas Child. We welcome Mr. Ghignone to our college podcast. Can you tell our listeners what Operation Christmas Child is?
So Operation Christmas Child is the Christmas outreach effort of an international organisation called Samaritan's Purse. Now, international organisation, meaning that it's based in a number of different countries. We help to support the Australian efforts, and by you, our wonderful STAT families, putting together these Christmas boxes, they're going towards helping young, less fortunate, so children with less than what we have all around the world. This particular initiative, by putting together those boxes and choosing a boy or a girl and the particular age group, means that you're helping to brighten that Christmas for that particular child. And when you put those together, you actually had the option to pay $10 and to pay that $10 electronically, and you can actually track the movement of that box and track when that box arrives in whatever country it's arriving to and to whatever young boy or girl it's arriving to help to brighten their Christmas. So thanks again for all of your wonderful efforts with our Christmas appeal. Operation Christmas Child was just one of the initiatives that we supported. We also helped out St. Vincent de Paul Society in two ways. We helped to create staff hampers, and we also helped to create snack packs as part of our Advent appeal. So thank you again.
Why does STAP participate in this?
So St. Anthony's has participated in Operation Christmas Child for a couple of years now. And it's a really great initiative. It's a really nice way for you to put your faith into action. And as Pope Francis says, generosity enlarges the heart, meaning that the more that we give, the more that we put our faith into actions through our generosity and our charity, the more we develop our own faith and our understanding of what it is to love God and to help others out. We also think it calls us to put our own school motto into practice, to aspire, to achieve, and to act, really focusing on that act. It's a great way to develop our own understanding of God, to help other people out, and remember what it is to be a Christian community, meaning that we are helping those in need, just as Jesus did.
What impact does this have on the underprivileged kids that receive these donations?
So what impact do our Christmas efforts have on the underprivileged men, women and children around our country and our world? Well, I just want you to imagine for a second that you were the recipient of one of these Christmas child boxes. That is, that you received one. So just imagine that. Now imagine that is the only present that you received this Christmas. And that's the exact impact that we're having on these young children around the world, helping to brighten their Christmas. It's not only the kids. Think of families that receive a food hamper with a number of items that are going to make Christmas Day or Christmas lunch a more happy occasion. Think of homeless people that receive one of the snack packs that you've helped to put together and brought donations in for. Your donations, you might not think it's much by you bringing in a fruit cup or a cup of noodles or something like that. But together, our small actions make a huge impact on those that really need it this Christmas.
How many boxes in total did STAP donate?
Okay, so together as a community, we put together 359 Operation Christmas Child boxes, which is absolutely outstanding. And again, thank you for your wonderful efforts in supporting the Christmas appeal this year.
Being the season of Advent, what is your hope for 2022?
So it's really easy at the moment to fall into the trap of being negative. We only have to turn on the news and watch all the negativity and our situation at the moment in the world with COVID, which seems to come and go and come and go. But as a Catholic community, we're called to be people of hope. That means we're called to look to the future with anticipation, with a positive outlook, a positive mindset. And that's what the season of Advent is all about. We're called to wait, to prepare for the coming of Christ, and we're called to do it with a sense of hope, a sense of faith, a sense of joy, and a sense of peace, which is what the 4 weeks of Advent remind us to focus on. My hope for 2022 is that those that were burdened in 2021, that those that had great stresses and struggles in 2021 can have their load lightened, their burden made easier in 2022, and that 2022 is a much more normal year for our community, and that we have a lovely break, a restful break, and come back ready, rejuvenated and refreshed and ready to go for a great year of learning.
Without a doubt, 2021 has been a challenging year for everyone, especially students. We went into lockdown and had to adapt to a new way of learning. Remote learning had its ups and downs. Through this experience, we have learned a lot about ourselves, our community, our country, and our world. Hey, Georgia, what would your takeaway be from this experience?
I have learned that our world has gone through a tough time due to COVID.
It definitely has been a roller coaster ride. What about you, Marissa?
I have learned that we are so lucky to have freedoms like going out. During COVID, those freedoms were taken away from us, so now I appreciate the freedoms I have.
I totally agree with that. My takeaway is that at times we need to work as a world and not as individuals.
That's a good one, Ariane. I've learned that in troubled times, the best way to get through those times is to stick together. It's safe to say this year has been a big learning experience for everyone, both kids and adults. The important thing to remember is that the comeback is always greater than the setback, and we are on our way to a comeback.
The season of Advent is known as the season of hope. It is a time to prepare our hearts as we anticipate the birth of Jesus. Despite the challenges we have faced this year, our college is still full of new hope for the new year. We asked students and staff across the college to share their hope for 2022.
I wish in 2022 that I can achieve my goals.
My hope for 2022 is that there's no COVID.
I hope to do better at other subjects.
The one thing that I'm looking forward to 2022 is learning Spanish in class and definitely learning new types of mathematical ways to figure out an answer.
My hope for 2022 is to be better at maths.
My hope for 2022 is that we continue to be able to celebrate and share with our family.
For 2022, I would hope to be better at maths and writing.
My hope for 2022 is that all of the COVID restrictions go down.
My name is Mr. Dieter Litzy. I'm a teacher in the Formation School. And I'm really looking forward to when whole college events can start up again. So things like full school assemblies, performances and things of that nature. It's going to be really good because I think those things like clubs and college assemblies really do give life to the school, and we miss them when we don't have them.
One thing I'm going to be looking forward to next year is meeting all the new students in Year 7 and Year 8 and Kindy.
Like so many of you, we look forward to 2022, a new beginning. Well, that's the end of the episode and the year, I guess. From all of us at STAP, we just wanted to wish all our listeners a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Can't wait to have you all listen in next year.
Stay safe
Enjoy the holidays.
and goodbye.